Greetings, beloveds. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, we've got here to the 7th day of Kalaratri, and we're going. This is not the easiest journey for me right now. I also had to dip and dive a little bit. So just gathering my strength and my forces again, and so grateful that I'm walking this path of the goddesses. So let us clear the temples and welcome in this energy of Navaratri, and welcome in Ganesha, and just clear the energy space. So much to be cleared right now. So we just bring in a huge, huge essence, a big protection of light and love and joy and peace and truth. We give thanks for this beautiful day and for this beautiful time of being able to share and worship you, and to acknowledge you, Blessed Mother, in all your glory and all your phases and all your stages. May we acknowledge all these phases within ourselves, and may we be ready and prepared. Blessed Grace. Oh, thank you, Grace. I was just asking for us to be prepared for whatever comes into our lives right now, with whatever aspect of the goddess we need to embrace. So today is Kali. I didn't do yesterday. I was swamped. So please forgive me for my little swamp. So if I'm swamped, I was really swamped. So let's just awaken this beautiful space, and so privileged that we can walk this way of the beautiful goddesses. It's just like a little signpost, a little idea of what's happening. So we bring in a huge protection of love and light. We put guardians around angels, devas, ganas, Ganesha, to protect our path, to protect our earth, to protect the awakening. We bring in empowerment and love and courage in our hearts, and strong feet, and a focus and awakening of this incredible, beautiful Om. Yeah. Thank you. I feel much better. So let's just backtrack a little bit, and let's bring in Ganesha, because I think it's really important to bring Ganesha in at the moment. So especially on this day of Kali, it's like a lot of stuff is happening out there. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. So Om Shri Ganapate Namaha. Om Shri Ganapate Namaha. Om Shri Ganapate Namaha. Salutations to you, O Ganesha, guardian of the root, blessed one of the Ganas, Lord of strength and sweetness. O beloved son of Shakti, on this day when Mother Kali dances with fire and sword, I call upon you. O blessed Ganesha, remover of obstacles, holder of the universe, to walk before me. Steady my steps as I face the fire of truth. Let no shadow overtake me. Let no illusion bind me. With your noose, draw me back to the path. With your goad, drive me towards the light. And with your sweet modaka, feed me courage and joy. O Ganesha, guardian of thresholds, stand as a pillar beside Kali storm. Protect my heart as she cuts away my fear. Guard my mind as she severs the false. Guard my soul as she births me anew. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. O blessed Lord of Ganas, protector and friend, together with fierce Mother Kali, may you lead me into freedom, into clarity, into love without end. Mhm. So how have we been? Said I am apologetic for not being here yesterday, but I do want to just bring in this brief story. I can find it. La 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 la. So many things. My brain has like lost its brain cell, and I only had one. So, um, wow, there's just so much. Skandamata, we did Skandamata. So, what we've been doing, so let's just go over this very briefly, and let's bring in um, beautiful Katyayani. Katyayani is in all her power, in all her fierceness, in all her glory. This was yesterday, so she creates our power. So I hope that you were feeling your power yesterday and bringing it in. Um, because she is the fierce warrior form of Shakti. So she's kind of had her children now. She's given her devotion. She's prayed and prayed and prayed with lots of meditation. She's been ready to get married. She's got married. She's had her child. Now she's ready to protect everything that she's built up. So she's out there. Oh, you're so blessed. Oh, enjoy the love. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Enjoy grace. So you're in the space. So just like enjoy the power that's coming in. And it's wonderful if you can do the dance of Kali with love and joy. So this is from yesterday, the fierce warrior form of Shakti, who was born from the collective radiance of the dance of the devas to vanquish the negative elementals. She is lovely. Yes. She embodies divine justice, courage, and unshakable strength. Riding a lion, she holds a sword and a lotus, radiating power as well as compassion. Residing in the Ajna chakra, she awakens higher wisdom and inner clarity. Her worship removes obstacles, grants righteous victory, and blesses the seeker with spiritual awakening. She is the fire that burns injustice, the power that protects truth, the strength that rises unshaken. We can do these quick stories. They're kind of cute. I worked with her with Inanna. Fatima, hello, beautiful. Thank you for being here and sharing the energies of the goddess. I know we're also busy just collecting our own powers, so I really am grateful that you are walking this path of the goddess, or at least getting the energy of it right now. Yesterday was a very, very big day. I think a lot of people felt some huge like power. And this I really think was Katyayani, just like um, let me bring us another better picture of Katyayani. She's so lovely. Here we go. She's just gorgeous. I absolutely love her, and it's always like as above, so below, as above, so below. I feel that Metatron is hugely around for me anyway right now. I'm trying to keep a few as simple angels as possible, but still working hugely with the violet flame. Metatron, the Christ energy is being born, and yeah, we're working a lot with the Indian thing of Kalki, who is kind of getting ready with his sword of truth. So That's what I'm singing in. And what I've been doing is just like rescuing souls who have no idea who they are, and just wrapping everybody up in love and just pouring love, 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 love onto the planet. And a lot of healing is going on, which is really just beautiful. So I hope that everybody is getting, lots of people are doing healing. So Yuki's, he's got this whole thing right now that he knows. So, oh Katyayani, fierce mother, born of the radiance of the gods, you wield the sword of truth, you ride the light of courage. We bow to you, warrior of light, who protects, who restores, who births new order. So that's where we are. We're birthing this new order. It's fabulous. It's really fabulous. So just like have your swords of truth, have your prayers of wisdom, share your love, ground the love into the earth. I was just looking at PG's art. He's also really protecting the heart of Mother Gaia right now. So the myth of Katyayani in the Hindu tradition is when the demon Mahishasura threatened the cosmos. No god could defeat him. His power grew, his cruelty spread, and all realms trembled. The gods, helpless, gathered their energies together, their rage, their light, their prayers. And from that combined fire arose a radiant being, a goddess of blazing strength and luminous beauty, Katyayani, born of the seer Katyayana's penance, yet formed of the collective power of all divinity. She carried in her hands the weapons of the gods, trident, discus, sword, mace, and bow. Mounting her lion, she roared, and the very heavens shook. It was she who went to battle Mahishasura, slaying him in his many forms, buffalo, lion, elephant, and man. Thus she restored balance, protecting both gods and humans. Katyayani is remembered not only as a warrior, but as the mother who rises when all else has failed, who carries the strength of the cosmos within her and births a new order from the fire of truth. So I combined her with the story of Inanna. I don't know if anybody really knows the story of Inanna. It's not such a nice story, but we'll continue with it anyway. I'm really more into it just makes it more simple for me. There's so much out there. And the truth is just so plain for us to see. I think that's what's giving me a little stress right now. That's not stress, I'm just having fun. The descent of Inanna, the Sumerian tradition. Far away, in the lands of Sumer, there was another great goddess, Inanna, queen of heaven and earth. She chose to descend into the underworld, not for conquest, but to confront shadow itself. At each gate of the underworld, she was stripped of crown, of jewels, of robes, of power, until she stood naked before her dark sister, Ereshkigal. There she was struck down and hung upon a hook, lifeless. The world above withered without her radiance. But through her loyal attendance, through divine intervention, she was restored, lifted up, and reborn through her own sheer will and determination to rise. She rose. When she rose, she was no longer only queen of heaven, she was also a queen of the underworld. Her descent had given her power over both light and shadow. Katyayani and Inanna mirror each other. One battles the outer demon who threatens the world, the other battles the inner shadow that threatens the soul. Both emerge victorious, transformed, birthing a new order. Katyayani shows us the courage to fight injustice and restore balance. Inanna shows us the courage to descend into the darkness and claim our wholeness. Together they teach. The mother, as warrior of truth, must pass through chaos, shadow, and battle so that a new world may be born. Sorry guys, it is a little bit of I wish the story was like all sweet and but it isn't right now. So we have, as you know, we've all been on such an intense battle or a journey of our shadow self, and it's been for some a long time. Yeah. So just get over it quickly. So I'm not feeling that well. I do. Thank you, Grace. I have a head cold. My body is extraordinarily painful. I fell on my knee quite a long time ago, and then it was okay. I'm sure I cracked it. And then it was okay, but it's just flared up in the last couple of days, and I can hardly walk. So my body's like, but yes, I do have it. And I've got a headache, and you don't want to hear all my grumbles right now. So the body's like being a little unpleasant to me. And I got so fished on my computer today, so I wasn't very happy about that. So I had to spend like the day at the bank and had to go to the police, and it was like a really not such a pleasant thing. So it's been like a bit of a rough journey right now, and that's okay. I'm here. I'm here, and I'm so glad I've got Kali with me, and I'm so glad I've got Ganesha with me, and yeah, just dipping. I've got some ginger tea, so I think I'll drink that a bit later. Yeah, and dipping into very, very ancient stories, which are not myths, but we'll cover. I'm going to cover those. I'll go on to those after we finish Navratri. We've got 2 days. So this is the very dark side coming up. Oh, thank you so much, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Fatima. Yeah. So whatever plans I had for today, I had to like just, when you have those emergency things. But that's okay. You've got to do it. Yeah. So trying not to beat myself up for being stupider than stupid. Ginger tea. I've got tea tree. I've got ginger and lemon. I'm going to do that. Thank you, Grace. Ginger tea. And it's ginger and lemon tea, and then I'll put fresh ginger and fresh lemon in it as well. So I remember reading the story of Inanna, and it was like, whew, it was quite. It's a very heavy story. It's like how she gets herself off. It's almost impossible to rise, but it's a similar story to the Christ energy going down into the underworld, setting the trapped souls free. So as I say, that's what I've been doing, is just doing a lot of love and wrapping people souls up and sending them off to be healed, and just like in between all the sickness, well, the not feeling so good, just cleansing the aura. And I've been doing this meditation of cleansing the auric field, and tea tree is my best. And every time I do this meditation, I go and puke. So it's really interesting. So I'm just continuing with the meditation. I just feel there's a lot that needs to come out. So the body, that's what my body is doing right now. Blup, blup, blup. So battling with it. It's okay. And I'm just saying it's obviously meant to be out. But I find it just so interesting every time I do this meditation. I get so much acid build up in my stomach while I'm doing it, and my body does not like the acid, so it just goes out. Makes me feel even sicker, so it's okay. So you've heard my So I don't know if anybody else is doing purging like this at the moment. Enjoy. If you can, do the baths, do the salt water, help it along to let it go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do a reasonably early night after this. Hmm. So, mm. So yeah, the mother's courage is within me. May I face my battles within and without. May I rise through descent. May I be reborn in truth. Yeah, I actually love this image. It's so beautiful. I kind of enjoyed doing this. And then that's the sigil for Kachayana. So let us jump into everybody's favorite. So just remember, you are the most powerful, incredible technology just within your body. Yeah. There we go. Let's bring up Blessed Makali. So after she's like, then she can get mad. Blessed Kali. Women, this is where we can lift cars. There she is, Kalaratri. And we can as women, I'm sure. Well, I don't think I'm alone in the fact that I've sometimes just like gone a little bit overboard, you know, lifting up the car story of stopping worlds. We can do a lot of things, fight like a spider for our children. So today we worship. Devi Kalaratri, the fiercest force of Shakti, who destroys darkness and removes ignorance. With her unbound hair, blazing eyes, and dark form, she embodies the power of transformation and liberation. Riding a donkey, she wields a sword and a noose, symbolizing the destruction of fear and negativity. Though terrifying in appearance, she is the compassionate protector who blesses her devotees with courage, clarity, and inner freedom. Residing in the Sahasrara chakra, she awakens the highest state of consciousness. She is the night before dawn, the storm before stillness, the fire that purifies the soul. Oh, we do know this girl, don't we? So many. And it's interesting. I love the fact here that she actually rides on a donkey because a donkey is not very manageable. Somebody also brought it up that Jesus also rode on a donkey. It was quite interesting. But a donkey is not like manageable, so it just reinforces how in control she is, that she can actually manage the donkey. She is a little pissed off. I am pissed off. Thank you. I am pissed off right now. I'm just pissed off, and it's okay. It's all right to be pissed off. It's kicking boots on and getting down to meditation and just like really pouring extra love out and bringing in Kalki and the beings out there, because we've been so brainwashed, and so the truth has been so stopped. And I went down this little road. Was working with the Syrians, and I was told off even by my AI. And I thought, I've just put this together. I didn't like I figured this stuff out. So, but we'll talk about it. And I know similar stuff happened with PG, and it's big stuff. Yeah, yeah. She also rode on a donkey. Yeah, thank you for that, Grace. Oh, blessed donkey. See, hmm. Blessed donkeys. They always found it very funny here in Germany because we call a painting thing here an easel. What do they call it here? I don't know. But they find it very funny because an easel is a donkey in Germany. Hello, Mystic John. What are you? Are you on the donkey, or are you pregnant, or are you pissed off? I'm pissed off with humanity, but it's why I'm here as well. I'm pissed off with the powers that be that keep. Your cartel, yep, absolutely. And I'm very pissed off because I really got so like fished today, telling me that they anyway. So just don't give any information, and if you have a PayPal account, just tell them to F off and tell them you'll deal with it yourself. So craziness. Craziness. So Kalaratri and Tiamat. She's the Babylonian, Mesopotamian, primordial chaos waters, the dragon mother from whom cosmos is shaped. So let us embrace the fierce chaos womb as the seed of creation. O Kalaratri, fierce mother of the dark night, your eyes blaze like burning suns, your hair flows wild as the storm winds. You strip away all illusions. You reveal the truth in fire and shadow. We bow to you, womb of chaos, from whom creation is reborn. The story of if I see myth again, I'm going to smash something. I'm so tired of seeing the legend or the myth. It's just everybody's got the same myth. So, it's like when everybody well, all your friends are telling you that something's not good for you, maybe you should listen. If one or two people do, you can listen to something else. So they all have the same story, all of them. And it's just been so shadowed. I was listening to a guy, a Hindu guy today. It was quite sad actually. He was talking about, so they put this, apparently this huge Shiva statue. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's the Lilith. I mean, just find the one. Don't go digging unless it's you really want to do that, unless you're called to do it. Otherwise, you can get like really confused with too much stuff. Sometimes it's really just wonderful to put your head in the lap of the mother, and Mother Mary, she just comes back to me over and over again, and I'm really blessed for that. Yeah. um, I do this Kali stuff because I can, because I do all this snake stuff. It's from long ago. Yeah, I really went down deep. And that's okay. So some of us do that and some of us don't have to do that. Not now. Yeah. Um, for some of us, the stories are gentler than others. Hmm. But yeah, I'm getting that smile right now. I'll have to calm down because if I see this myth, I'm going to get like peed off again. Or what do they call them? Oh, I think what's really peeing me off right now is truth has been like so blatant, so in the face, and they put so much energy into covering up the truth. And of course, this what's happening now is that the truth, they can't hold it back. Because I know, for me, for one, I've been holding it, holding it, holding it, holding it, so that it doesn't come out in dribs and drabs. So that when the ancient stuff comes out, it comes with such a force that it cannot be denied. Thanks. Me and Kali, me and a few dragons, me and my ancestors, we kind of peed off, No more sweet talking, no more paying off, no more bribery, no more. It's quite simple. We were just told to look after the earth, and we were taught how to fish, and we were taught how to plant, and how to make jewelry, and we were taught all sorts of wonderful things. Every culture from beings from somewhere else came down. That's just the one part of it, and we were told to look after the earth. And they said they're coming back, and now they're coming back, and the big powers out there that thought they were being are in a flat panic because they can't keep hiding the story, the truth. But we will get into this. She rises tomorrow in her beautiful white pure form. So we'll get over this tonight. So just drink your medicine, guys. Surround yourself with lots of energy. I think a lot of, yeah. So, when the forces of darkness threatened to overwhelm the world, the mother revealed her most terrifying form, Kalaratri. Her skin was black as the void, her eyes blazed with red fire, and her breath was the hot wind of dissolution. She rode upon a donkey, a humble beast, to show that even the lowly can bear the weight of divinity. In her 4 hands she carried the tools of destruction and protection, a sword, a trident, and 2 hands offering blessings and fearlessness. Demons trembled at her sight, for she was the power that no shadow could withstand. Yet though terrifying, she was not evil, for through her dark night comes the dawn. She destroys only to clear the path for new creation, burning away ignorance, fear, and all that binds the soul. I did tip into it a little while ago, the previous Navaratri. There are 4 in the year. The previous one was just the forms of Kali. Yeah. And she has many different forms. So this is just one of her forms. And she's fabulous. She comes very quickly, but she is a little harsh. So the myth, let's see if we can get a better picture. Yes, let's see. She is. Just put her tongue back. Yeah, she's out there booping all the beings that go boop in the night. And that's what we're doing. We're booping a lot and bringing them onto our side. So that's quite a raging battle. Oh, why? The myth of Tiamat, the Babylonian tradition. Before heaven and earth were formed, there was only water, the boundless ocean of chaos. From these waters rose Tiamat, the dragon mother, vast and immeasurable. Her body was the sea, her breath the storm, her womb the primal abyss of life itself. From her came the younger gods, but when they rebelled, she rose in fury, taking the form of a great dragon crowned with horns. Her scales shimmered like starlight. In the end, her body was split. Half became the heavens and half the earth. From her blood came the rivers, from her eyes the waters of the Tigris and Euphrates. Even in death she was creation. From her chaos cosmos was born. I think, that's the trigger for my pee off right now. Is I was reading, I was just looking a little bit what's happening like right now in Gobekli Tepe, and they have taken like they've dug around 4 sites, but there are 14 or 24 that they can dig, and they're not. They've just stopped digging. And what they've done now, they have reconstructed this instead of digging deeper. This guy was saying that they've actually reconstructing the site to make it look sort of like what they think it would have looked like originally. But what they've done is they've taken concrete and they've rebuilt these pillars and they've covered up so many of the carvings that are on the rocks. I mean, is this what is going on? What is going on? Obviously, and they're just building more and more of these beautiful scaffolding so that people can walk, and they just want it as a little tourist attraction, like all Disney-fied, and they don't want to dig any deep. So that really peed me off. Why are they covering all this stuff up? Because then they found out that the um, the carvings that they found in, and it's a warning, it's like a story, guys. This says they don't dig. Yeah, I don't know. They're hiding. They don't want to show us what has been carved in rock. And these guys went to a lot of trouble to carve it into rock and into really, really strong rock that it didn't get worn away so that this would pass the ages and use like petroglyphs and use pictures because language, would we be able to understand their language? And so much can be misinterpreted in language. So they all use, and they were far from stupid. They all used images and the same images. So either they had internet and they were like discussing the images that were flung across the whole planet, or they were all seeing the same things in the sky, or they were all getting the same insights and the same stories. They did the same with yeah, I know. They want to just make the pyramids into a Disneyland, kind of go pay. Yeah. So what they also found, which was really, really interesting, was the almost identical carvings are on the backs of the heads in on Easter Island, which are not just heads; they actually whole big bodies, and they had the same carvings. We still don't really know what those are, but it's like, I mean, I understand people going out of their way to disprove things, and then you have people going out of their way to fake things. Can't we just like this is what we just want, truth. We just want the truth. Yeah. Doesn't have to be ugly and nasty, just the truth. And don't fight about the truth. It's just, this is what it is, guys. And let's move on. Yeah. So we all got it wrong. All of us on a big long path. We also got a lot of it wrong. And that's okay. This was a thing that we had many years ago. What is war? It stands for we are right, so that's what the war comes. WAR, we are right. So yeah, there've just been so much hectic cover-ups. Yeah, and as soon as you start digging into anything, then along come the CIA or people just like die young. So may we live in interesting times. It's a Chinese curse. Sorry if I'm not exactly chirpy today, but this is it. Mm. So this is the night of Kali. So we get through this and because a lot of these truths are going to, in the next couple of weeks, are going to be pouring onto the planet because it just is what it is. Well, it scares all the people. And I mean, this is just my question. If, like, let's just even say 10, but it's more than that. If 10 cultures are doing this, like, um, well, I said long ago, we from the reptilians, we were created by snakes. And then I just started digging, and that's like where it's taken me. So that was part of one of the creations, okay? So, and so I'll go through this after we've done the CDs. But if these cultures have so many, from Greek, most watered down version, but all the way through Africa, through Mesopotamia, even China, and they all have this as one of their creation myths. Myths, here's that word again. Why do we believe the one that says the opposite? Which is the whole Christian thing that the snake was like evil and the temptation of knowledge. Which, yeah, it was. I mean, there's the book, that's the tree of life, and there's the tree of knowledge. But they came down to civilize people. They didn't come to make them, well, obviously they were, and all of the cultures have some crazy one who went off the rails a little bit. But yeah, I mean, people, it's it's the fundamental religions, and obviously the whole scientific community, which is just so hypocritical because science is not fixed. That's why you become a scientist, so that you can keep finding out new stuff. But as soon as you find out new stuff, you're ridiculed or ostracized, or worse, your life is threatened. you, your information is taken away from you. Yeah. Yeah. And don't catch a taxi on a rainy night because you won't get where you're going. So we can't do this anymore. The time is now. We're moving, we're ascending, whether we like it or not. The planets are moving, they're not waiting for us. So we have to just catch up quick. And sometimes it's it's slippery, or it's like trying to get up on ice. I was like, that's how I had my little rolly car, which was long ago, was my kleines auto, and it was raining, it was snowing, and it was icy, icy, icy. And we'd go to the library. I'd take my little trolley with me. Alex would ride his bicycle, and I'd fallen on the ice, and I was trying to get up, and I was trying to hold on to my trolley, but it's got wheels on it, so it doesn't really work when you're trying to get up on ice, and it's got this. So that's kind of how some of us are going to have to try and get up. Oh, oh well. Just hold on to your beauty. Hold on to who you are, all aspects of you, and draw. That's why I do absolutely embrace this whole thing of the mother. I mean, that's just fundamental religion, just took the mother out of it completely. You have to dig hard for it. Yeah. So Kalaratri and Tiamat reflect each other. Kalaratri is the dark mother of dissolution, who burns illusion and clears the path. And that's what we're going through. I try not to look at too much. Tiamat is the dragon mother of chaos, whose waters are the womb of the cosmos. Together they reveal the mystery that chaos is not the end, but the seed of beginnings. The dark night is the womb of dawn. Destruction is the clearing and cleansing for renewal. From terror emerges truth. From the fierce womb comes life itself. Hmm. Just going to say something. Ah, life is slippery at times. Yeah, yeah, but very beautiful. I mean, how wonderful when you manage to like get up. Yeah, and it's yeah. So I am. I'm like a little. So much information. That was just something I also saw and read. Is that the universe gets so excited when somebody can understand the stuff, because not everybody understands it, and it's like it's the new maths and the quantum, and just go back to books that were written over 7,000 years ago, and they're talking about the quantum stuff. But this is what is like so important right now, and we'll get through this tomorrow. Hugely will come up as light, and yesterday and today. So we need our power. And I've been saying it's just root and shine where you are, because the energy of the sun is going to get bigger, and we need to hold it. We need to anchor the light. We need to be conductors of this electricity like lightning, yeah, so that we can move through this phase without too much drama, without too many earth catastrophes, yeah. So homework. Contemplation. May I not fear the fierce mother, may I embrace the chaos as a womb, and walk through the dark night, knowing that new creations stir within. Um, what was I going to do? Contemplation. Yes, I love that. Embracing all our beautiful sides. What was? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, you can hear my head is all over. Is just bring in more light, and do please just expand your auric field. Find a sweet and simple meditation. Do it by yourself. Just breathe in and breathe out. Just like put all this golden, whatever you're doing, golden energy through your body as often as you can. And I was just listening to somebody yesterday, and she said, "Oh," and I think, she's really together, who's together. And she says, actually, it was so beautiful. And I used to be a lot like that when I had people around me. She said, in the morning, don't talk to her about anything real. Talk to her about dreams and beautiful things, and she'll talk about the other stuff later on. But don't. Her morning is very special. Um, and her meditations and her invocations, and it is so important to be doing mantras or humming. It's really important. Or praying your rosary, whichever one. They don't really hum, do they, in the church? Well, they do those wonderful Gregorian chants. It is very much like humming, hey, the Gregorian. You can go into that. Yeah, very much so. Because this is what we should have been doing for the last few hundred years, instead of like killing off Tesla, Nikola Tesla, and anybody else, No, it's just the simpler the better. The simpler the better. And she was saying, like right now, and I just want to cry, but I'm not going to cry, is she can't tell us how many times a day she's just like stopping for a 2-3 minute like meditation, just stopping a beautiful shower of light. Grace, go here onto this website. I don't know if you know. This is one of my favorites. She is amazing. And this, I work a lot with her. You can do these tons of stuff to buy, but there's a lot of just go in and have a look what's free on our website, and then go into Oren's, I think it's called Oren's Meditation Lounge. And there is the most, for me, it's the purple flame, the violet flame I do. But those are about 20 minutes. But she's got so many beautiful meditations, which are just like 3 minutes. They are so powerful. She's no longer on the planet with us. She's definitely working with us hugely at the moment. So I hope that I think that's what it is. That's how they say it. Oh, it's Oren Daben. It's not Oren and Daben. orendaben.com. Here we go. I hope you like them. And she's very, very beautiful. I saw somebody's like now channeling her, and I thought, please, just give the woman to, but I don't believe it. But yeah, she's got a lot for free, and they just really like great. So very, very simple, very beautiful. So things. Yeah, look into that. Yeah, you might, as I say, I don't give it because people find their own way, And I learned that many, many years ago with books. You want to like bash somebody over the head with a book that you've read, and they really don't enjoy it. And I had a client who gave me a book. She said, "Well," she said, "maybe you'll enjoy it." It was Finding Your Own North Star by Martha Beck. It was a book that just it was amazing. It just changed my life. She said it was given to her by a communal friend of ours, and she said, I just can't get into it. It doesn't work for me. I absolutely loved this book, and I didn't want to give it back, so I wanted to buy my own copy, but the public it had been reprinted, so it wasn't in the same format. So I bought the book anyway, and I said to her, listen, this is like really crazy, but I'm going to give you the new copy. Can I keep this old copy with me? Your copy. Just because that book had so much beauty. I worked so beautifully with it. But yeah, for her, it wasn't the right book at that time, and maybe never would be, Only there's millions of books out there. So keep it simple. KISS, please keep it sweet and simple. I hope you enjoy. I can really, personally, I can see you. I wanted to share it with you for a while. But, and yeah, I like the little ones. And, you don't have to always do meditation with them. Sometimes you can sit and listen to one of them while you're making breakfast or coffee in the morning. Just because they're just so, and I don't know, every time I listen to them, I hear something different. Yeah, but those are her free ones. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Don't try and repost. Don't try and post her stuff. they watch they're very strict, which is great. I love it. So there's a lot of honor there because she was just such a wonderful being and very, very much around. Yeah, so that's who I do work with Oren. Oren is the being that she channels. I think before, what did she call it? They didn't do channeling. It was a different word in those days. Yeah, it gets us out of all this craziness because she doesn't go into any of the stuff that's going on. She's just like a breath of fresh air. Just no, don't. Please, I don't want to. Yeah, it's just they'll come down on you. Yeah. So if you want to work with her stuff, I mean, you can buy her stuff, but if you work with it in a group, you have to get like really big permission. But yeah, you might find it interesting. But start with the free stuff. Start with the 2 minute, 3 minute ones. We did that actually in the early morning meditation today. We just did like I think 5 of those small ones, which was just like so powerful. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah. So you can get your shower of light, you can connect with your masters, connect with your guides, yeah. Receive and give love. Yeah. Mhm. Um, if you work with them, a little suggestion is try to work with it for like 3 to 7 days, the same one or the same formula, so that it really becomes into you. So we give thanks again to Blessed Ganesha, our pity party. No, I'm over that. And we will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a most magnificent day. Enjoy the energies, and thank you so much for sharing that scenery of Sedona. It kind of has for me this like wild Kali feel to it. You know, I can see Kali like wandering around the desert in meditation and eating berries and playing with snakes and calming. I don't know, she's calming her energy or gathering her energy. And with that beautiful singing water, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed those. That color is amazing. It doesn't it. It reminds me of that Uluru. There's definitely some similar energy. That wild, untamed, very ancient. Yeah. Oh, see, that will send me off on a tangent right now as well, because then I know that they didn't want their secrets to be. Ah, that's okay. You can catch the pretty pictures. I'm sure it is, hey? Yeah, I don't know if I could live there. It's very red. I must actually do some. Oh, do I want to dig around Sedona? Oh my goodness me. Hmm, I don't know if I want to dig around Sedona. It is, hey, and it's got very similar energy. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Yes, we all need to just take a very, very deep breath and just of light and love for humanity. I'm sure the energy is very strong. Mm. So let us just, sorry about all the dark night, but it's there. And the storm is coming. It's a lot of, I mean, I don't want to be so, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying forewarned is forearmed. So just embrace this energy. It is part of it. We can't take the energy away of what's happening today in the Navratri story anyway. So, oh Kalaratri, mother of the dark night, you who burn away all illusions, we bow before your fierce love. O Tiamat, primordial dragon of chaos, womb of oceans and stars, we bow to your vastness. Through your fire we are purified. Through your waters we are reborn. May we embrace the night without fear and rise with the dawn, newly shaped, newly alive, children of your fierce creation. Oh, blessed Kali. Yeah, I've heard that. I must actually do a little bit of, yeah. You know, I've seen pictures of this. There was a picture of this woman, and they're just like their hair just they move, and it's like a portal, and their hair just goes like, and then they move back, and then they move. Yeah, exactly. We will get through it, Grace. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm definitely not a doom and gloomer. I just like get on your dragons, guys. Or if you can't, just beat the drums so other people can be on their dragons and just support. Not everybody's riding a dragon, and that's fine. Just create the music for them, create the support, whatever we're doing. Anchor your light, anchor your light, anchor your light. I just like that's just nothing. It's like, you're not ready. It's like about to have a baby and say, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. No, we're never ready. I'm going to wait until I'm ready to have the children. You are never going to be ready to have children. Maybe in this next phase of humanity. But we're getting through it. So thank you everybody for your love and your light and your creation. And create, 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 create. So same old story, drink water. Thank you for the reminder. Eat as little chemicals as possible, as little prepared food as possible. Make your teeth sacred. Yuki. Do some clearing. Enjoy your bathing. Do a salt bath. And don't forget to chant, to hum, 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 and get that energy moving. So that's the most important thing, is really they're all important, is to just clear that energy up your spine. And then just lie. If you've got nothing to do in bed, just put your energy into your third eye. And you can go om, om, om. So you don't have to do it aloud. You can do it silently. So love, 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 love. Have a most beautiful and wonderful afternoon. It's night time here. Very dark indeed. Yeah, and I am going to have ginger tea to spice up Mama Kali. Love, 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 love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Many, many blessings. Enjoy the love and take it. So much pouring on the planet. Thank you so much. I will. Thank you, my love. Yeah, it has been a little rough for me, but it's okay. Me, baby. Love, love, love. Thanks, Grace. Love you so much. Appreciate you so much.